934 Penn Avenue, like near the library, near the hair salon there. Yeah, we're excited.
Is that because the Vietnamese restaurant moved? You had to follow?
I think so. That really did make a difference. It did. This Court Street went downhill.
Oh, did it?
Score? Oh. But, you know, when they moved out, that whole Court Street just went, yeah. Well, they let the building get dirty and graffiti. And, I mean, it's been going downhill for the last 5 years, but really bad in the last 2. And when the Hong Tang moved out, it was like, whoa, it was horrible. And he doesn't have to be near the courthouse, so... To start, it was good because, one, the rent was good. And you have the whole building, so that was nice. And that building that he's in right now has a courtyard in the back, so it's really got a cool space. Yeah.
And you're with, I mean, that's kind of lawyer row.
It is. But even that's changed.
Really?
Yeah. So, we kind of feel like we're, at this point, 5 years in, staying in Reading is keeping the rest of the county out of our office. Whereas if we move to Wyomissing on Penn Avenue there, the people from Reading love to go over the border, as I call it. And we'll just open our doors to the rest of the county.
Right. Good.
Yeah. Good. So we should be in no later than November 1st. We're hoping for October 1st, but depends on the plans and how the builder, you know, it's all new on the first floor. So it has to be, you know, the Wyomissing, whatever they call that, commission has to approve different plans.
Okay.
And they take their time sometimes. And my office is moving the same time, my allergy office.
Oh, wow.
So 2 moves at the same time. I would like to just sit back and relax during these moves, but unfortunately, it's going to be just as stressful as if I was moving my own house.
Yeah, yeah.
And frankly, my business is probably more stressful because I have to contact every insurance company we deal with. You know how that is. Oh, Lord. So it's not going to be a relaxing mood. I just can't sit back and like go to work the next day in a new location. It's going to be labor intensive. But it'll be all good once it's done. A good rally. They're good defenders. So how's your job going? You're still working at the
Minor care. Yeah. I like it.
Are you with is Trish with you? Ouch. Our point, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but it was definitely exciting. Do you want to keep score, honey? You just go like.
No. I'm not doing anymore, you guys.
That's good, Kiara. Nice. I need sunglasses in here. The other, was it last week? I think it was last week. My sister called and said, "I want to go see Teresa Caputo at the Riot." You know, it's not like we're going out. I was like, "Oh yes, front row seat."
Oh, really?
She and I sat there, and to me, she seems completely real. Did you ever see her show?
Yeah, I like her show.
Yeah. Well, she went around the whole audience, and she said things to people that there's no way, unless it was completely rigged,
Right.
she would be able to do this.
Yeah.
And then she gets up on stage, and she walks right past me and my sister. And she gets up on stage, and she starts her ending speech, because it was 10 o'clock now.
Uh-huh.
And she interrupts herself, and she says, "Is someone wearing a bracelet?" And freaking I froze. And two other women are like, "I had a bracelet on, I'm a bracelet on my family." And she ignored her. And then this old lady in front of her, she starts talking to her for like a minute. She's like, "Yeah." And then she kept going on with her ending speech, and I didn't say anything. And I think it was me. I think it was my father-in-law, because I had the bracelet on that my father-in-law gave my mother-in-law when she gave birth to him. And then when I gave birth to Corinne, they gave it to me. So it was a very special bracelet. And I didn't say anything. And I'm like, oh my, I felt like I'd be rude to interrupt her because she started with her ending speech.
Yeah.
And then someone said, "When are you ever quiet?" I'm like, well, you know.
Well, you kind of know. You know what I mean? But that's a shame.
It is, but you know what? I'm going with it was me,
Yeah.
and he mentioned the bracelet.
Yeah.
Because she didn't elaborate it with anybody else.
Yeah.
Because the two women that
It wasn't
them.
She knew that.
And anybody else would have hollered out, and they didn't. So I'm thinking, yeah, I bet you.
Yeah.
And I was in the front row, and she walked right past me. And that's kind of when she gets, like, I mean, she goes to people, like she gets told by whoever gets up. But there was one man whose dead son was like a real pest, and she didn't like this guy in death. So she goes up to the father, and she's like, "I don't really want to talk to you, because your son's like, I've been telling him to just hold on. Like, he's been interrupting her all night long." So she was pissed at that. And she kind of told this guy off about it.
Well, he can't help it.
I know, but he was kind of interrupting too. So she was like, "I want to talk to the people next to you about their dead son, the police officer." And he, so, honest to God,
Wow.
two people in our group swear she said, "I don't like you," and the other two people said, "No, she said, I like you." So we have no idea knowing what she said, but the two women, me and this other woman who said, "I swear she said, I don't like you," we were right there next to it. So it's like, she doesn't mince words, you know. She's Long Island baby all the way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's neat.
Yeah. So I tweeted her. Because when you're there, you join your fan club.
Okay.
So I tweeted her that we sat in the front row and we had a great night, and I think when she said the bracelet, she meant me. And she never tweeted. I guess because I got paid.
Yeah.
I think it's $300 for a phone call, maybe, or a visit. I'm not sure.
That doesn't seem like a lot for a visit, does it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Telephone.
Yeah, I know there's a woman locally who's $150 for an hour phone call. That's a long time.
Yeah, that is long. An hour phone.
And my co-worker did it with her twice, and her name is Michelle Livingston, and my co-worker's convinced. And the things that she told me, I'm like, she sounds good. She talked about her grandmother's parakeets. Now, who knows? Who would know that?
Right.
And her aunt's RV camper. I mean, you know, the stuff that you just can't say unless...
Now, did this lady know her name before?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I know maybe because I think you set up your call and they call you. But who would find out about parakeets from a
parakeets,
grandmother?
right.
And that stuff's not online or anything. So. And she was even told that her dad said that her son would be in a really bad motorcycle accident, but not to worry, that he would have lots of angels around him. And do you know, a month later, he got hit by a deer on his bike without a helmet on, slid 25 feet on his leg, and got up and walked away.
Teresa Caputo's
No.
son.
Michelle Livingston told my coworker Kathy that her father was telling her that her son was going to, but not to worry, that would be.
Oh my gosh.
Nice, Shannon. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I kind of want to call that lady. And probably Teresa too.
Yeah.
How much can I know though? I was like, oh my god.
You probably can't get in with Teresa.
I've heard she's like a 3-year waiting list.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
So that's why it's good to know that somebody local, Michelle, and she has a website, Michelle Livingston. And to me, an hour, 150 to get to talk to other people and see if it works. I think that's reasonable. The things that she said though were really cool. This is Teresa. You know, the orbs in photos, they're spirits, for sure. Do you ever get some photos where there's like those white orbs in them?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think I ever really knew.
Start looking.
Okay.
There's this one photo of my daughter and her old boyfriend at the beach. There were hundreds of orbs in this photo. It was really weird.
Where were they? On the beach? Really?
Yeah. On the beach, and I took the photo.
Wow.
So it was
Are they necessarily people you know? No,
I don't think so. It's just spirits.
people hanging around. Wow.
And the other thing she said was, when you dream of your loved one, the ones that are passed, that is them coming to you. Okay? That's their way of letting you know that they are with you. And I kind of believe that because it's really hard to dream about dead people.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just go to bed and say, I'm going to try to dream about it.
Right.
Matter of fact, that usually never works. Because I try to do that a lot. It doesn't work. But she is such a hoot. She shows up in this tight dress. Her fingernails are like, you know, this, and her hair is like the way she always wears it. She had on these blue, sparkly Jimmy shoes, and Larry's there with his.
Yeah.
And she has about one bodyguard that kind of walks around with her, and then another woman who's got like Kleenex and water. Like people in the audience that are losing it.
Right.
And then there's like 3 cameramen that follow with microphones to get to the people. I mean, she has a huge crew. And if you go online and look at her upcoming schedule, I don't know how she does it. That has got to be. I was drained. We were all drained after this from 7:30 to 10, and we were just listening. She has some shows where she's like back-to-back shows. Now the tickets, I think our tickets were $100 for front row seat, and then they go down. She kept talking about, and on her Facebook page, do not buy any tickets that are more than $100 because those are scammer tickets. She said it several times in the audience, and I guess a lot of people are scamming tickets for $450, and she doesn't want you to buy those. She wants you to go to the Facebook fan page or Ticketmaster or whatever.
Wow. Boy, she hit the motherlode, didn't she?
Exactly.
TV show.
I know. But they definitely seem real, real people. And I mean, what did Larry do before he just kind of did what she does?
I would think he'd stretch
Was he?
workers, but I don't.
I was wondering if he was a cop. Was he a cop?
I don't know. I think they said it inside out.
I'll have to look that up. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't know how she can function with those fingernails, though. And why would you want them? I mean, they're so long. But it's like become her trademark now.
Yeah, she can't die.
Maybe that's how she gets her power.
Maybe.
Like her hair.